Rolling. Action.
And have you seen Polly?
I visited her in the home. Was it last summer? It must have been 2 years ago now.
The home?
She lives in a nursing home.
Is she that old?
She's got to be in her 80s.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, she was in her 50s when we were kids.
Was she?
I think so, yeah.
I think of her as like 35.
No, she's older than our parents.
Is she still with it, or?
She knew who I was, but it was definitely really sad.
She was such a good babysitter.
The best.
Do you remember the signs of spring? She would point out all the signs of spring. You know, each one as it, like, the snowdrops and the crocuses and the buds on the... She called them the signs of spring. Don't you remember?
I have a terrible memory.
I think about that every year.
Well, if I visit her, when I visit her again, I'll bring that up. She'll be glad that we saw each other.
It's great that you've kept in touch with her.
Well, my parents did a much better job, especially before she went to the home. You guys moved such a long time ago.
Think about that a lot, you know? How my life would have been if my dad hadn't gotten the job, if I'd stayed in Highland Park, gone to Polly's, kept going to school with you.
Who knows?
But you were always her favorite. No, you were smart and well-behaved.
I don't know. And you're in Ithaca now?
Yep, yeah. With my boyfriend.
Uh-huh. What do you do?
I'm a massage therapist.
Cool. Very, very cool.
Congratulations on being a famous journalist.
I'm not a famous journalist.
Well, you were all over the internet. I mean, you were very easy to find.
Thank you.
You did a Fulbright, right?
God, was it? Yeah, it was. It must have been 5 years ago now.
Well, I don't even know what that is, but it sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's it was cool, man. Thanks.
And I don't see a ring, but...
No, haven't done that yet.
But I'm sure you must have a girlfriend.
Yeah, I do. Paige.
Paige. I like that name.
Me too.
She's a journalist too?
No, she used to be a dancer until she got this injury, so she had to retire early. But now she's a licensed nutritionist, and she's working on her MSW to better address the whole mind-body thing.
Oh, that's exactly the kind of thing I'm into.
Great. Massage.
I'd love to talk to her.
Yeah.
You know, you look like those for missing kids. They use that age-advancing technology.
Uh-huh.
Because when I saw your picture online, I was like, that's what Jamie would look like. Because the last time we saw each other, I think we were like 7? Sorry, maybe a weird thing to say?
No, you just look very different.
So I mentioned in my email that I needed to tell you something.
Yeah.
Sorry to be so mysterious about it, you know, it's just something I thought you should hear in person.
Okay.
Which is why I thought you might have an idea what it is.
No.
Really?
I haven't seen you in 15 years. I have no idea.
Okay. I believe you. Sorry, this is my first one of these meetings. I haven't figured out how to do it yet.
Just take your time, man.
Alright, just rip off the band-aid, right? I'm in the process of opening a criminal case against my father for sexual abuse.
Oh.
So?
God, Frank, I'm so sorry. Did you just remember, or?
Well, there were things that I remember that I chose not to remember, and then there are things that he recently described to me that I still don't remember yet, and then there are things that, I recently remembered.
So he's cooperating then?
No, that's not the word I would use, but he's copping to it.
How's your mother?
Not so great. She's divorcing him after 36 years.
She had no idea.
Well, that's complicated too. So, this is the hard part.
Oh.
I had a meeting a few months ago, mediated by my parents' minister, and I asked my father, "Have you ever hurt any of my friends?"
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Which is why I thought you might have some idea what I wanted to talk to you about.
No. No, look, I gotta be honest with you, man. Look, I'll think more about it, but my first response is not familiar.
I guess the thing that I would like to say is that if you do know anything and you'd be willing to talk to the detectives, that would really help. Because, I just want to make sure he can't hurt anyone else, He taught Sunday school for 10 years, Jamie. When I was older and not as interesting to him anymore, I just want to make sure he can't take off and start a new life somewhere else and touch another little kid,
I understand. And I think what you're doing is great. And really brave, but I don't remember anything. Maybe one of your other meetings you'll have more luck.
Based on what he described, it's just you're the most likely one to remember, that's all.
Okay, yeah, sorry, no. I'm sorry this happened to you, man.
Thanks. If you have to go.
Yeah, shit, look, I'm late for a meeting.
I apologize if this was clumsy or made you feel uncomfortable.
Don't worry about it.
I'm really happy to see you, Jamie. I know you don't feel the same way, but I guess I want to say is that I'm sorry we had to meet like this because those years, they meant a lot to me and I still really care about you.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Not a problem.
You have all my info in case you want to get in contact.
Yeah.
Bye, Jamie. Jamie?
What, dude?
I know you know this, but it's nothing to be ashamed of.